Hello,
What's good, buddy?
just chilling.
Just being chillin'?
Being chilly.
Being chillin'.
Just finished the penultimate episode of Game of Thrones.
No kidding. You got far, huh?
Actual trash.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh
So
my.
bad. I've not even seen the ending, but I mean, yeah, season 7 was not very good in my opinion. Season 8 is a lot worse.
Go ahead and fill me in.
I mean, just saw up to where Daenerys just burned all of King's Landing and Cersei and Jaime died. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much it.
Gotcha.
That's where the episode ended off.
Kinda sad, huh? You can at least say it's sad, right?
I mean, yeah, it's sad.
You can at least say it's sad that Jamie decided to end his life with that loser instead of doing the right thing. Giving it all to his true bae. Wait, so you saw the the battle with the White Walkers?
Yeah.
You didn't think that was like the coolest thing ever with Arya? I mean, by your laugh, it sounds like no.
No, I mean, I like Arya, but
And what about Reek sacrificing
uh,
himself?
I mean,
Ultimate redemption,
yeah, they tried to give him his redemption.
and you're like, no, not good enough. Hate it. Maybe you're just a hard guy to please. You ever think about that?
I mean, they're playing like something are some things are just like overly fan service. Like half of it is too much fan service, and then half of it is like subverting itself for subversion's sake. Like this Daenerys arc is so stupid.
What do you think about it?
Like, I mean, we'll see what her justification is for burning the whole city in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, from what she said so far, she's like, okay, been here for what, like, I don't know much time has passed. Anyway, she's been here for like 2 weeks. Literally, most of the common people don't even know she's here, and then she's
Yep.
like, "Oh wow, nobody loves me. I like they're not gonna love me. Well, I guess they're gonna hate me now. They're gonna fear me. Like that is just terrible writing for her, which does not. It's not continuous. However you say that.
It doesn't jive
Continuous.
with everything up to
It
that point, you
doesn't.
think?
Yeah, no. I
You
mean,
don't think there
she
were
just
cracks in her
completely.
mental state towards the end?
In like season 7,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but like everything before that, it didn't show that. Like, look at her in Marine, and then her compared to like what she's doing here. Like, it makes no sense.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Her whole philosophy before was like, get the common folk to love her by being different.
Yeah, but that's like the whole thing of the Targaryens, right? Like they can't help but be maddened with power for power's sake. And there's only a few Targaryens that have ever existed that were good rulers. The rest of them ruled by the power of having dragons, and like the power goes to
I
their head
mean,
no matter what.
they haven't exactly fully set that up. I mean, they said that like the Mad King, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them before. It's a long family history. They didn't say like that's how it's always been for them. I mean, they implied a little bit like, that I mean that's the vicious cycle she's trying to break, right?
Yeah,
Just a cycle of ruling with fear.
and I mean, in my eyes, when it got to that point in the penultimate episode, it was clear to me that it's a tragedy, you know? Like, she wanted to do good, she wanted to make good on her promises, but she was battling such evil forces. I mean, to be honest, because I just watched The Dark Knight, her character line is a lot like Harvey Dent, you know? Like, she had this idea, she was morally righteous, she was the white knight that could come in and save
Like
Westeros.
Cersei corrupted her.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay, yes, and I see that, but that is a stupid plot because it didn't adequately set up her character because she didn't suffer any real losses.
well, here's,
Like
well,
nothing happened to actually turn her. She lost
she lost her best friend.
Missandei.
Yeah, she
Okay,
lost her best
cool.
friend.
No, but like she was doing this way before that. Like that's not what pushed her. I okay, that is what pushed her over the edge, but it started way earlier, like last season, season 7,
Mm-hmm.
before there was any reason to start. Like she came to Westeros without even seeing, without like being welcomed or anything. Her first thing was like, okay, now I'm ruling by fear.
But that's the thing.
Sure.
She lost who she was right at the finish line. You know, like,
I
if she
I
would have
don't
just been
think.
more patient, if she would have listened to her, if she would have listened to Viserys, you know, but she didn't. She forgot to heed the counsel that was guiding her along, and she thought, you know what, I can do it alone with dragons. And and I have to say, because I've had this conversation. Just wait till you watch the last episode. I can't wait to hear how angry you are. You're going to be just like everyone else. I've had this conversation plenty of times, and what people do not understand is a story is hard to tell when you have a story that's that long.
Yeah.
And the biggest issue,
I agree with it. I've been saying that for so long. We don't like we can't know a character well enough. Even Daenerys, we don't know her well enough
yeah, you can't,
because it jumps around too much throughout
yes.
the entire show,
And it's not the problem,
person to person.
from my eyes, it's not the problem of the writers. It's not the problem of the director. It's not the problem of George R. R. Martin. It's the problem that, for whatever reason, HBO told them, all right, it's time to wrap this shit up. Like, I think they got the call while they were working on season 7 that they needed to end it, and fast. And so they were given a deadline to wrap this story up as quickly as they could. And when it got to ending the show, I guess you could say that, you know, it feels rushed. It feels like things aren't being explained as well as they could. But my issue with the way that people treat the show post season 8 is like, you guys honestly think you could do better. That's the crazy thing. Like, you think that if you were given the same kind of constraints that they had to be able to recreate the story, you're telling me that you could just, oh yeah, well, I would just do this. No, you wouldn't. Because if you had that much
When did I say
pressure,
that?
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying this is what I say to
Okay.
all the people that have, you know, bitched and complained post season 8, is this idea that, like, why can't you just let this be a good shot, because it's a great show. You can't say that it's not a good show. You can't say that it was a bad show by the end of it. In fact, I
Oh, it's
would
not a bad show.
I would say it's easily one of the better shows, if not one of the best shows of all time. However, I think people also need to understand, like, they can do whatever they want now with the time that they have. If they want to go back and revisit things, if they wanted to make a show all about Daenerys and, like, the side stuff, then they could do that. If they want to go and tell, like, the history of the Mad King, which they are doing with House of the Dragon, then do that. And then if they want to go off and talk about some side characters that are potentially even, you know, setting up better storylines, because they can work with, like, an original property, they can do that too. There's nothing wrong with, like, getting the main story out of the way and finished to make room for, you know, other adventures and whatnot. And the fact that people put their main opinions of the show on the last episode is ridiculous to me. Because no show ends well, in my opinion.
I mean, I think I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that, but
I don't think Breaking Bad ended well. I think Better Call Saul ended better than Breaking Bad, but I feel like that was rushed too. It was like all of a sudden he's being sold out by his neighbor, and now it's like in the last episode he's screwed,
it's true.
and then he's just in prison. He's like, "Well, I still love you." You know, it's like okay, it's just you're not ever going to get exactly what you want when you know that a show is coming to an end. Endings are hard. I think it's better to leave off on
Uh,
like obscurity than it
like,
is to give
and
finale.
thing is, like, I don't want and I don't need, for me personally, like super fan servicey satisfying ending. Like, I'm fine with shows that leave the endings unsatisfied. Like, I rather that the writers do that
Hmm.
as long as like it makes sense and is like a rational ending for the characters, which I get. Not all characters are being rational, of course, in the shows. But like it makes sense with the characters that you set up for before. I just don't think that like okay, you're saying it's too rushed. Obviously, constraints on HBO, time-wise. Maybe they didn't know going into. See, that's the thing though. Like obviously they knew it wasn't gonna keep going for too long. I don't know how long, like how much advance notice that
Hmm.
they had to end the show. But even season 7 like is setting up such a rushed ending in the first place. So like maybe they knew in season
I'm
7.
going back downstairs with him, okay?
And maybe,
Okay.
the whole time they're just kind of
Can't
working
settle.
off an
Okay.
ambiguous
They said if I
schedule.
remove
They
this
don't
today, I'm
know
so tired. I'm
like
just
how
gonna fall
long they
asleep.
have, how much they're working for. So of course you can blame like the
Love you.
studio, of course. Um, but I mean,
All right.
that's not a good ending to the show
Well,
from what
let's.
I've seen, like rushing your characters into a different arc because you need to end the show.
Yeah, but I mean, like, let's say that they planned on having 12 seasons, and then all of a sudden, in one meeting, they were like, "You guys have one season left." Like,
Well, like,
do you just give up, or do you work with what you got?
I mean, obviously you work with what you got, which I'm saying I understand, if that's the case, if that's what happened, like from HBO side, the production side, that the writers didn't really have control over, you know, I don't care if that's their excuse. I'm not looking for excuses. I'm just saying like the show just objectively has a bad ending.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this because you haven't seen the ending. Do you know about the ending?
Right. I don't know about the ending.
Okay,
I
let's.
will tell you. I'm saying like these last 2 seasons. Honestly, first season's way overrated too. First season's not that good. 4 and 5 peak Game of Thrones. Those are really good. Probably like 9 out of 10. Rest kind of mid.
Well, you have to understand too that you are watching this far past the time that the show originally came out. Like
Right.
for its time, I think season 1 was infinitely better than most television at that time. Game of
Right,
Thrones is
I'm
like,
sure. And it set the standard
yeah,
and inspired a lot of
Walking
what
Dead,
the genre is.
yeah, okay. So we're
I
at
do
least
appreciate that.
similar on that wavelength. Let me let's get this on
And I give
record.
it props for that. I just think like the pacing and the story for that is not done well.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's get this on record though. What do you think the ending is going to be? And then post that, let's say we can retcon
I am
whatever.
not gonna. I'll give you these takes once I watch the ending.
Okay, well, what do you think the ending's going to be? Let's at least say that.
I'm not gonna try to guess
Why not?
because there's no point.
There is point. It's for posterity's sake. We can go back and watch this in Glee later on in our lives. You're just afraid. You're afraid to be wrong. You need to stop being afraid, Josh. The world is
I'm not.
the world is a place that benefits people that are wrong. Look at politics, for example. You know?
I mean, seems like they're setting up Arya to take revenge, try to kill her. She'll probably try to kill Daenerys. Daenerys will probably kill her back.
Okay, here we go.
They'll kill each other.
All right.
Jon Snow ends up refusing to be king. Oh, maybe now, you never know. Now he thinks he can do better. Now he actually wants the throne to save everybody else from it, right?
So you think Arya trades Daenerys?
I think Arya trades Daenerys.
Okay. And then Jon's left with wondering if he
think-
should take the throne.
Sansa is gonna end up like queen.
Would you hate
'Cause
the
she's
show
a
for that?
bitch. I didn't realize until like later on, like season 7, that she's the Jean Grey actress.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I don't know why it never clicked with me.
You know, she was with one of the Jonas Brothers too. I don't know if they're still together.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, I thought Arya was still like the actress was like 15, and then they had that whole scene with her and the other guy. It's like,
I
wow, am I about
remember
to see
that.
some child pornography.
Yeah, I was like, man, can we skip past this? This is hard to watch. She looks like a child, for God's sake.
She does.
Yeah, she went a little.
Doesn't help that she's like 4'2" as well.
You know, I've grown as a person, and so I wanna give it better wording because I'm working off a memory here. But I remember looking her up after that scene to be like, how old is she? Because like if they forced her to do something like that, that's kind of gross. But she was an adult.
No,
But then
didn't
I
look it up. Yeah,
I
she was,
looked
like,
at
20.
her, you know, IRL post show, and at the time I was like, wow, I think she went crazy. Maybe it wasn't, if I were to look at it now, maybe I wouldn't think. Excuse me. If I looked at it now, I don't think I would say she went crazy, but she definitely went into like a more experimental phase post Game of Thrones. Let me go ahead and pull it up here, see if I feel the same way. Maisie Williams. Yeah, I remember seeing this picture of her like with the pink hair, and I was like, "Oh, that looks cute."
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And then I saw,
Whoa!
oh yeah,
They
yeah.
banned him. They banned the troll.
I
from
know,
last
I
night.
know. I saw that. I was super happy to see that.
That's pretty sick.
Okay, wait. I just saw the picture that I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it looks bad. I think it was just being artistic, but I thought at the time like, oh man, she went crazy. It's not that she went crazy, she's more artsy. And that's okay. You can be artsy. I've got no problem with that. Oh, and look at her in 2025. She's got her hair back. She's living life. 20,024. I don't know. This hair particularly kind of looks like fake.
Does she still have purple hair or whatever?
No.
No.
But she just has like these black curls. But I know nothing about fashion, so I don't know why I try to even speak on it. Fact of the matter and the matter of the fact is...
Maisie Williams had identity crisis after Game of Thrones. Wow, maybe you're right. That's what Outlook headline is.
Oof. I mean, it makes sense. She was basically playing a girl that feels like she should be a boy. What can you do? Decline my invitation. Unbelievable.
Did I?
It's okay. It's okay. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play. I don't want to play.
What happened to Joe?
I don't know, bro.
What is bro doing?
He texted me at 1:30 last night and said,
We lose one, dude. I'm calling it though.
he
Go
said,
back to
sorry, I
quick
can't
match.
tonight.
1 or 2, yeah. If we win this, I'll be out of plat 3 again.
Alright, that sounds good.
It sounds great.
Yeah,
you
it
win
sounds
it,
very
Daddy.
good.
I don't know
All right,
what the mic-
Sam,
or did you
sandwiches.
just
Open your
push the
door.
talk cord?
What's going on, guys?
Open the door. Hold the door.
Is that Walt Jr.?
Hold door. Hold door. Hold door.
We got Game of Thrones references in here. for
What
some
is
reason.
going on here?
They must have heard what we're talking about.
Breakfast.
I guess so.
Team to win this one.
All right, guys. I'm
I'm going to mute myself.
Play a healer.
Hey, me too, doggy. What's up?
Alright.
Lord Hella? Oh, I think I just got a stiffy.
Oh shit.
Oh, hold
Thor
up,
for
hold
the
up,
Team up.
hold up. Hello,
Oh!
hello.
Oh!
Hello.
Okay, you play this game too much.
Damn. That
You
is
just went
good.
over the line.
It's fucking crazy.
You want me to play? Yeah,
No, I don't mind. I'll
Fuck
Fuck
do whatever.
bitches, play Marvel Rivals.
up to you.
Give me your.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That's why we play Marvel Rivals.
So I
Should I have a
a
Venom or
feeling
is that too
you're
much
gonna-
diving?
And
Why I have
kiss
that
the boys.
feeling? No clue.
Should I play a more defensive one?
I tried to stay
Strange or
positive. 30
Magneto?
seconds before you attack.
No, fuck him up, dude.
Go left.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
I'll guard you.
What's me go left?
No, guard
What are
cap.
you,
I have
you a
more
Democrat or something?
survivability.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm always a communist.
Okay, this voice chat is.
Fucking
Yeah,
commie.
it's a little cancer. Just watched about an hour and a half of Cap
The battle starts
today,
in 5,
Captain America.
4,
Gonna go through and watch the whole
I learned
MCU.
some more combos I didn't know were possible.
Talking about the actual
I saw
fucking
it.
movies, dog.
Oh. Which ones?
Oh, we just watched the first Captain America. Or started it.
Oh, the first Avengers?
Not the first Avengers, the first Captain America.
Yeah, it's
The
called
first Avenger. Yeah, but you said first Avengers. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
I almost died.
Finishing
I
them
made space
off?
for you guys.
Yep. I killed their bitch.
Beautiful.
Well, that was a little easy.
It was. That's what happens when I make the space. Like, their whole team turned around on me. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love playing Venom. It won't look good right on my scoreboard, though.
Scoreboard doesn't reflect true skill.
destination. Magnificent. I suck. I was worried.
Having a lot of FPS issues.
Yeah, mine are dropping some. Oh, I didn't turn on better settings.
I am ready to put on a show. Let's one ugly battle
Actually,
back
there's
anymore.
Oh, that.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Beautiful. Someone coming from behind. Door. The tanks are on the cart.
Killing the loot.
I am ready to put on a show. We're finding our groove. I appreciate you. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I got Squirgor behind.
It's okay. You need me. Thanks so much.
Where?
She's back on now. She's back with them. My frames are dropping so wild. Holy.
Behold the god of thunder!
I don't have to be center stage.
Behind.
A nice deep freeze.
We've got Namor, who's up top. He's chasing me. He's chasing me.
They're absolutely rolling these people.
A little bit.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. I was worried.
God dang.
Us against the world! Do I grow like a girl?
Oh, I'm dead here. Good God, my frames. Might be because I'm streaming on too many platforms right now.
No escape from hell. I've still got songs to sing.
Bro, they didn't heal me and I'm standing right next to him. Like, that's passion.
Yeah, thanks for just trying to get out of there.
No, Cloak and Dagger is literally staying right next to me. Standing
I'm
there.
dead again. Shit.
I'm making a comeback sometimes.
Make haste. I would see what T'Challa does with it.
Or go to Bush?
Yeah. I think you're solo tanking now, though.
I appreciate you.
No way. I hit my E.
I am ready to put
Oh,
on
it's
a
that
show.
look that crazy.
It's okay. Admit it. You need me. Get that fever moving again. I am very hot. A nice deep freeze. See the episode. I am ready to put on a show.
Force him to pop balls.
Good, good, good.
Beholds the god of thunder!
Oh yeah, that's good.
Thor?
Should have it here.
That's one ugly backup band, Namor.
I think Namor is up here. Dead.
Strike here, got it.
So close! This is your big chance! I like the cold. Us against the world! Thanks so much. Oh, I touch a feeling.
Squirrel pushing behind. I'm dead. Man, these frames are a big issue.
Oh, did you see that?
I've
Brother,
still
why
got
did he
songs to
switch
sing.
off of a tank?
Good question.
Get that vehicle moving again!
I'm diving in now.
Okay, I've got my ult too.
It's okay. A nice deep freeze.
Behind you.
I am ready to put on a show.
Damn, Luna gets her ult literally fast.
I am ready to put
got my
on a
ult too.
show. Careful, Kai. We better test this out. Snowball fight.
Luna weak. Luna dies here.
Have to be
Dead.
center stage.
Watch out for group behind. You can die too.
Cloak and
He's
Dagger
dead.
dies here. Cloak
Dead.
and Dagger dead.
Alright, finish it up.
360 seconds left.
That's the stuff.
I'm making a comeback. Could use a couple minutes here.
Beholds the god of thunder!
Oh. Try to stay on.
I like the cold.
Shit.
We almost have our ults up.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm dead. Fuck.
Get that vehicle moving again. Double
Alright.
kill.
That's good. We gotta push here.
Final 10 seconds. I suck.
I'll stay on until
Yep. Getting heals to you.
Let's keep fighting until we I am ready to put on a show. I am ready to put on a show. That's one ugly backup bag anymore. Thanks so much.
I'm dead.
Just rolling us now. That squirrel.